Get the gang, what's up? It's me, Dreona Zhané, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you've been stalking my channel, welcome back too, but go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and tap that notification bell so you'll be updated every time I upload a video. So let's hop into it real quick. So the girls on TikTok, I told y'all gotta follow me on TikTok because that's where I be at. But the girls on TikTok be kind of arguing about what's a dupe or what's not a dupe, and they don't even understand terminology because there's a difference in certain things. So I'm going to go through my collection and pick out fragrances that give me the same vibes, whether I think it's a dupe or not. But I just think it has similar vibes. I'm going to talk about it. So if you want to see some friendly alternatives, just keep on watching. Firstly, let's break down some terminology. And I actually did a little snippet of this on TikTok, and I just wanted to elaborate. So there's a difference between alternative fragrances and dupe fragrances. Okay? So all dupes are alternatives, not all alternatives are dupes. Got it? We got it. An alternative fragrance is a fragrance that gives you the same vibes as another fragrance. They may share a few notes that are similar, but it wasn't intended for the perfumers to replicate each other. They just so happen to smell the same. Okay, and I'm going to give you some examples of that. And then there's dupes. Dupes are fragrances that were literally meant to replicate another fragrance. From the notes, everything about it is supposed to be the same. It was intentional. You actually have dupe brands that intentionally recreate lower end fragrances to smell like higher end fragrances. And then some of y'all just be wrong. We also have the terminology of wrong, where y'all say something is a dupe or alternative and it smells nothing, and I mean nothing, like the fragrance that y'all are calling it a dupe for. Okay, now that we got that out the way, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way because I know somebody's gonna tussle with me in the comment section, and I want to tussle because y'all wrong. You are wrong. First off, I have a sample of Baccarat Rouge 540. This is a burnt sugary fragrance with some saffron and some other notes. I'm not reading notes today. I'm just, talking about what it smells like to me. Okay, burnt sugar vibes. Okay, so the girls, and I'm only talking about fragrances that I actually own. Y'all will say any and everything smells like Baccarat when in actuality it does not. So I'm going to start off with Burberry Her. So I get, let me not even lie, I don't get. Like, it has a sugary aspect to it, but it's not that burnt sugar, like that burnt cotton candy type of situation that Baccarat has. This literally smells like strawberry. So Baccarat, I guess you can say, is like a burnt cotton candy, a flavorless cotton candy, and this is like a strawberry cotton candy. Because I mean, I get the cotton candy vibes, but I don't see how people are saying that this is a dupe for Baccarat. No, like her cousin twice removed, if that's. Okay. Next we have Cloud. And this was the one that got the most hype of being a dupe for Baccarat. And no, this is way sweeter and latonic than Baccarat. No. This is its own fragrance in its own right. This does not smell like Baccarat. Y'all be lying. Then this is maybe the only one time that I call y'all a liar, because the way that y'all have got on this app and TikTok and all these other social media platforms saying that this smells like Baccarat, like, y'all need a whipping. Y'all need a whipping. Shame on you. Okay, so the next one that I have is Into the Stars by Bath and Body Works. Now this, I will say, smells very similar to Baccarat, and I think it's because it has that ambery smell, and it does kind of give you the same vibes as the burnt sugar. This is an older bottle, so it doesn't have the notes on the back of it, and I didn't grab my lotion to get the notes, but I can see that. I do know it has amber in it, so I would give this, like, comparing it to Baccarat, this like maybe 60% smells like Baccarat. It's still missing a few key elements, but I think out of all of the ones I just discussed, smells the closest like Baccarat. All right, next we have, because I actually have to compare this with another fragrance too, so I had it in the wrong spot. This is Kalon, which is a dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK, and I can see people have said Gentle Fluidity Gold kind of smells like Baccarat, a powdery Baccarat, and I can't lie, I would agree. It's missing the burnt sugarness, but it still has that same sweetness as Baccarat. So I can see, but then again, it may be a stretch. Y'all may be stretching it just a little bit, just a little bit, but I can see that. Now, this next one is 100% a dupe for Baccarat because it was intended to be a dupe for Baccarat. Even if you go on their website, they have the exact same notes. So it was meant to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. This is Suevin by Ocha. They purposely did that. Go on their website, the notes look 99% similar, and then on the website it says inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. So they intended to do this, okay? Okay, so now that we have this whole debacle, stop saying everything smells like Baccarat Rouge unless it was intended. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of the Middle Eastern fragrances do smell like Baccarat Rouge. I don't have any because I wasn't gonna keep buying all these fragrances that smell like Baccarat Rouge, because if you buying 5 different fragrances that smell like Baccarat Rouge, you might as well just buy Baccarat Rouge. So I'm gonna stick with Suevin, and then when it gets gone, I will consider buying the real Baccarat Rouge 540. But I just, y'all already know how I feel about that fragrance. I talked about it a while back. I don't feel like it's worth the money that they're asking for the hype that it's getting. And that's just my personal opinion. And I love Baccarat Rouge. Don't get me wrong. Well, my dupe. I love my dupe of Baccarat Rouge. Don't get me wrong. But there's better. Okay, moving on. So I have a sample of Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, and y'all already know I do not like that fragrance at all. It's way too sweet. It just smells like a toothache in a bottle. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. Now, I do not have the bottle anymore. I sold it. But Parfum by Dolce & Gabbana. That is a fragrance that gives me the same vibes as Love Don't Be Shy. Are they dupes? No. It has that same orange blossom marshmallow situation. Oriana is another fragrance that I haven't smelled, but the girls apparently say it smells exactly like Love Don't Be Shy. I'm not calling it a dupe because I haven't personally smelled it on my nose, but they say they smell similar. So those are some alternatives for Love Don't Be Shy if you do not own it. The only fragrance that I have that I've smelled that I would say smells like Love Don't Be Shy, and I get compliments, and I don't like this fragrance either, but I wear it because I get compliments. Like, other people like the way that this smells on me, but I don't like the way it smells. So anytime I wear this, I do not spray it anywhere near my nose. I don't spray it up here. I spray it like on my clothes, behind my neck, and like maybe my wrist. But if I shouldn't be doing this unless I'm sneezing, but you know, I'm not spraying it on my neck, on my chest, on my shoulders, anywhere up here, because it makes me nauseous. But this is Sweet Addict by Ocha. This is a dupe for Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. Same, if you go on their website, the notes are very similar, and that's all that is. So I haven't heard any outrageous scenarios that people say love don't be shy smells like something else. So if you're looking for a friendly alternative for that, it's this one. This is a dupe. Okay, all right, moving on. This next one, I'm about to ruffle up a little feather or two. Okay, okay. So I currently do not own Delina. I've smelled it before, and I have a general idea of what it smells like, and I also have a dupe for Delina. Okay, but some of these fragrances that I'm about to show y'all, the girls be saying smell like Delina. And y'all may be a little correct, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a second. Let's hop into it. So this fragrance is Dolce & Gabbana's Dolce Garden, and I think the only thing that smells like Delina would be the rose aspect. There's no tartness to this like Delina has, and it's a little powdery. So I would, when it comes to Delina, I would maybe say this is a 6. So in hydrospec, I would give this like rating a 45% dupe for Delina. I don't really think so. I don't think so. This isn't the best alternative or dupe for Delina. Now, this next one, let me tell y'all. Fragrances are a gimmick. They want your money, okay? Delina costs over $300. Okay, it does. It's expensive. And let me tell you, and I'm not looking it up because I'm being lazy right now, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the same perfumer that made Delina made this next fragrance. And if you wonder why they smell the same, it's why. Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. People have said, since this came out last year, people have kept saying that this smells like Delina. And I was like, y'all lying. So I went and bought it. I didn't even buy it because it was a new Good Girl bottle. I bought it because the girls were saying it smelled like Delina. And I would agree. This smells 80% like Delina. They have very similar notes. They're made by the same perfumer. So, yeah, they tried to pull one up. So, there's missing little key ingredients that Delina has. I don't remember what all the ingredients are. But if you're looking for an alternative, this is not a dupe. But if you're looking for an alternative for Delina because you don't want to pay Delina price, Carolina Herrera, Very Good Girl. Now we're gonna move on to Very Good Girl Glam. This also, of course, is gonna share the same DNA as the original, but this is a little sweeter. And it has that cherry note in here. So if you want a cherry version of Delina, not a dupe, just another alternative, this works. This works as well. Now this next one is an actual dupe, and at this point, Ocha might as well sponsor your girl because, yeah, this is Madame Rose by Ocha, and this smells exactly like Delina. This is a actual dupe for Delina because it was intended to be a dupe for Delina. I'm gonna get a headache by the time this is over. It's a very strong pungent rose. Slaps you in the face. You cannot spray too much of this. You cannot spray. Now, honorable mention, and I should have grabbed it. Darn. I have the little mini size bottle that came with one of my orders of Oud Isfahan, and I'm going to talk about it again. I may end up grabbing it when I do the next part of the video, but I can see how Oud Isfahan kind of gives you the same vibes, and they're not dupes for Delina, and Oud Isfahan aren't dupes for each other, but it has that very strong rose in it that makes me think, ooh, I've smelled something like this before, but it's heavy on the oud too, so it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, if you're looking for some alternatives, Very Good Girl is going to be a very good one for a fraction, maybe like half the price of Delina, and then you probably can even find it on third-party sites for the low. So I'm giving you girls options because we love options here. Now this next one, baby, I can tell that I'm addicted to a certain scent family because I didn't do this on purpose, but it was just like, ooh, I love this so much. And then when I got home after I purchased it, I was like, and I smelled it again. It's like, these smell very similar to each other. What did I do? Why did I do this to myself? Okay, so let's run this back. Let's run this back. So I'm trying to see which one I bought first. Okay, well, I scratched it. I got this. So Angel Share. This was my first. No, it wasn't my first. No, this is killing it. Kayali was my first niche brand that I started investing in. Yeah, but this was the most expensive at the time. Was the most expensive niche fragrance that I sent. The most expensive niche fragrance is going to be Exalte, which is also going to be in this video. I paid $250 for Exalte out of my hard-earned money. Woo, baby. But this was like $195. This was the next biggest purchase. Any other fragrance, including niche fragrances, I did not pay full price for. And yeah, because we don't have to do that. You don't have to pay full price to smell good. You don't. But this is Angel Share. This is one of my most favorite fragrances in my collection. I love this. It's a boozy cinnamon roll, boozy apple pie. However it smells, it falls into that category. This is so sexy, so gorgeous. I get so many compliments when I wear this. This is unisex. You and your man can smell good together. And I do not have it, but Lattafa, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Some of the bottles look the same, and I'm gonna put a picture right here. They have a dupe of Angel Share, and the bottle looks very similar. Did y'all not see the bottle? They look very similar. They haven't brought it to the US, so I can't get my hands on it yet, but when I figure out how to get it, I'm gonna do a comparison. Should I have spent money on it? But no, because these next fragrances I'm gonna mention have the same vibes as Angel Share. But I mean, I want to do it anyway. So mind your business, because I just love the way that it smells. And I don't have to, if I buy that, I don't have to use this up, because yeah, I'm trying to cherish this because this was expensive. Okay. All right, let's run this back. So the very first fragrance that I would say resembles Angel Share is going to be Kilian's Back to Black, and I'm going to buy this for the winter, the fall and winter. I haven't yet because I was waiting. When I wanted to buy it, it was getting hot, so I didn't want to spend it and not be able to enjoy it. But since this is about to be cold weather season again, I'm going to get my hands on it because I absolutely love this fragrance, and it's also an aphrodisiac. But this is so beautiful. I feel like this is more cinnamony, here we go, making up words, than Angel Share, but it still gives me the same vibes. Okay, put a pencil in this, So this next one, it was like, yeah, okay, let me get into it. So this is Invite Only by Kayali. So when I first smelled this, the way that people were describing it, I knew what Angel Share smelled like. I just didn't own it at the time. And I said, ooh, this smells like Lost Cherry to me, but it also smells like Angel Share. So Kayali's Invite Only, if Angel Share had a baby with Lost Cherry, it would be it. But then when I got my hands on this sample of Back to Black, I said, nope, scratch that. This smells more like Back to Black with that cherry note. I think Back to Black had, no, something like that. Whatever the situation was, I forgot, y'all. It's been a while since I talked about this. I think I mentioned this in my Kayali video when I was rating them. I think I mentioned how the combination was working. I forgot. It's been a minute since I like talked about it because I haven't worn this in a while. But this is like out of my whole collection in my top 2. My whole collection. This is in my top 2. Y'all already know what my #1 fragrance is. And it's not a niche fragrance either. It's designer honey. But anyway, this smells very similar to Angel Share, but it smells even more similar to Back to Black. Both of those are by Killian, by the way, if I didn't mention that already. Now, let's hop into something else that smells like Invite Only, but it doesn't have, it's missing a little situation combination, but it smells very, very similar to Invite Only. This is Honey Oud by Montel, and I sprayed something there. I'm about to take a shower, so I'm not worried about spraying all these different fragrances on me. So this is a leathery version of this. This is a leathery version of this. It has that honey note. They have actually very similar notes, but I think this has cherry in it and cinnamon. This has leather. So they both are unisex. And I think a man can pull this off too. The leather is really pulling. When I first got this, the leather wasn't it's smelling a little masculine now. Ooh. I may have to layer this with Angel Share when I start wearing this, because it's a little too leathery right now. And this is why you have to repick your fragrances up and play with them, because the notes will change on you. The leather in this was not as strong, so now I'm kind of, this not as sweet as it used to be. Wait a minute. It has honey, oud, leather, and some other notes. I think vanilla and amber and stuff like that. My feelings are hurt because they used to smell very similar, but this is leaning more masculine to me now. This is the masculine version of this, even though they're both unisex. Okay. Now, this last one that I'm going to talk about, when I smelled it at Nordstrom, I fell in love with, but I don't have it because I want, again, it's a fragrance that's meant for cold weather, and I wanted to wait to buy it. It didn't dawn on me until I got home, and I just kept thinking about it in my brain. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best fragrance that I've ever smelled in my life. It smelled so delicious, but this fragrance is called Orhan by Perfumes de Marly. Baby, I fell in love, and so I was just thinking, I said, okay, it actually smells like something. It smells like something. So I went on Fragrantica so I could add it to my I want list so I wouldn't forget it, because it was like the most mesmerizing fragrance that I smelled in the store at the time. Like, out of all the fragrances that I smelled, that was the one. And Meliora by Perfumes de Marly. That was the only two. Those were the only two that caught my attention that I just, oh my God, was just in love with. So it was Orhan, however you want to pronounce it. And then I looked and it said fragrances similar to, and it said Angel Share. And I said, I be gosh darn. That explains why I loved it so much, because I love Angel Share so much. So that costs more than Angel Share, but I would say that that's another good alternative. If you want to spend an extra bread, get it. I'm still gonna get it. It costs like $300. I'm gonna get it. Not for full price, but I'm gonna get it. Sorry if my camera angle changed. I had to put my phone on the charger. So yeah, this next one, next two, it was crazy. I didn't do this on purpose. So if you've heard of Lancome's Oud Bouquet, you know the girls have that in an uproar, and it was supposed to be getting discontinued, but then I also heard that it wasn't, but then I heard that it was other fragrances that smelled like it, and I wasn't paying Oud Bouquet prices at the time. So I went ahead and ordered Shagaf Oud off of Amazon, I believe. And then I'm kind of mad because like a month or two later, I found it for cheaper. Ugh, hate when that happens. But this smells, this is a dupe for Oud Bouquet. This is a actual dupe for Oud Bouquet. This is by Swiss Arabian. And you can get this for dirt cheap, under $30. I think the price may have went up on Amazon. But if y'all Google a fragrance and look in the shopping column on Google, you will find fragrances for cheaper. That is my pro tip. You do not have to pay full price on these fragrances. So y'all who say that niche fragrances are expensive, you don't have to pay full price. Honey Oud costs $170. I paid like $60 for Honey Oud. I ain't playing no games with y'all. But anyway, this is a dupe for Oud Bouquet. It literally has the exact name notes from opening to the base. Same notes. Okay, moving on. It has rose saffron, praline, vanilla. So this is a gourmand, a rosy gourmand snack. And oh, and oud, duh, you cannot, it's shock off oud. It's in the name, you cannot. Tried to my head and I'm hard. But the next one I picked up, I didn't even look at the notes. I was just fascinated by the bottle. And then I was doing research. I went on YouTube and the girls were saying that this smelled like shock off oud. Then when I looked at the notes, I said, oh, dang, I already ordered it now and I'm not taking it back. So now I got 2 shock off ouds. But this is Oud Bouquet by Lattafa. This also smells like shock off oud, which means it also smells like Oud Bouquet. Now, this one to me smells better because it has the caramel note. So they replaced caramel with praline for Oud Bouquet. So this doesn't have the praline. So it's a little sweeter to me. It's like, it's thicker. It's thicker to me, if that makes sense. But if you, both of these are dirt cheap. So like when I finish one of these bottles, whenever, because you cannot overspray these, honey. Baby, you will choke a room out overspraying these two. But these are 2 fragrances that are probably going to be in my collection for a long time. And I wouldn't like if I finish one of the other, I'm not going to rebuy it because I have another one that smells exactly like it. So yeah, those are 2 alternatives, 2 dupes. These are dupes. I would say these are dupes. In my opinion, these are dupes for each other as well as dupes for Oud Bouquet. So if you can't spend Oud Bouquet coin, shock off Oud by Swiss Arabian, Oud Mood by Lattafa. Y'all know I'm a gourmand lover through and through. I love gourmands. So most of these that you have heard me talk about are gourmands. It wasn't intentional, it just, you know, I'm addicted, okay? So this next one is Chocolate Greedy. I absolutely love this fragrance. Out of all of my fragrances, I think this has gotten me the most compliments. Like even in one day, I wore this to work because one thing about me, I work at night, so I already don't care. But I wear what I want to wear to work. I don't care. If I want to smell like something, I'm going to wear it. It just is what it is. Now, if it's a powerful fragrance, I try not to overspray or anything because I don't want to choke nobody out or offend anyone. But I wore this to work one day, and when I say every single time somebody walked past me, they said, "Ooh, you smell so good." And I've gotten compliments on fragrances before, but I've never received like so many compliments. Was like, okay, is this my signature scent type of situation? No, this isn't a signature scent, y'all. So this is special occasion situation. Now you do what you want to do, because I do what I want to do when I wear my fragrances. But this is date night, bedtime. I don't even think I would wear this during the day. But it's Cocoa Puffs in a bottle, literally. Now, this next fragrance, I would say I actually like this better than Chocolate Greedy, but it gives me the same vibes. This is Choco Musk by Al Rehab. Would I say they're dupes for each other? No. This, like I said, it smells better to me than Choco Musk. It's sweeter. Like Choco Musk literally smells like chocolates. Let me see. Ooh, that hit me in the nose. Vanilla, when it comes to vanilla, even though that's not my favorite note, sometimes it slaps me in the face and makes my nose hairs itch and stuff. So, okay, to me, now that I've smelled it again, this smells a little artificial. Like they made a chocolate note in the lab. This smells artificial. And I can't believe I just said that. I still love the fragrance, don't get me wrong, but this smells artificial. This right here smells like they actually extracted, whatever. They got some chocolate or cocoa extract and put this in here. Like this smells like a true chocolate. It smells rich. It blends very well together. Yeah, but I still feel like they smell similar. So these are two, this is an alternative for this. If you, this costs $170, but I know for a fact I paid $80 for this. So you have no excuse why you didn't get this because you were scared to pay full price. You don't gotta pay full price. You don't have to, okay? Keep it moving. This was like, I paid like $12 for this from Amazon. But it's like, if you do your proper research, you can find it cheaper. The way the girls on TikTok have been arguing, and I'm not arguing with them. I'm not playing these games. If I say I think something smells like something, it does. If I say it doesn't smell like something, it does not. If you say something smells like something, it does. If you say something doesn't smell like something, it does not. Your nose. I keep saying cloud don't smell like Baccarat, and y'all say it does. That's your opinion. That's your nose. That's how you feel. And I say y'all a Baccarat lie. Okay, so don't y'all fight with me because I'm going to fight back. But I have this. I left it in there. But I have the Exalte. And Fumi did her thing with Exalte. I love Exalte. And I'm so sad that it's discontinued. It was a limited edition. If you did not get Exalte, I'm so sorry. You missed out because she slaps. She gets me compliments and yeah, she's everything. She's a luxury in a bottle. That is the most expensive fragrance that I paid for. $250. $250. I have never spent that much on a fragrance ever in my life. But it is a zesty, rosy vanilla. So pretty. Now, when I found out that Exalte was sold out, my feelings were so hurt because I didn't get a chance to pick up another bottle. And I guess I would have spent another $250 to get that extra bottle, but I didn't. So I was doing a little research and the girls were saying that another fragrance smelled like Exalte. I said, let me get it. And it's Roses Vanille by Mancera. And this costs a good grip, and I didn't pay full price for this either. But baby, when I smelled it, I said, gosh be darned. This smells very similar to Exalte. The only thing that it's missing is the pink peppery notes in it. It's not as spicy in the opening as Exalte is. But it has lemon in it. It has the sugar note in it. It has the vanilla. So, and I know some people were saying they either didn't want to say that it smelled like this because they wanted to support Fumi, and there's nothing wrong with that. I totally get it. I personally waited to buy this because I knew this for a while. I waited to buy this because I wanted to support my girl, and I didn't want to take the shine away from her. But when it was sold out, I didn't want to waste my Exalte and use it like every day like I had been using because I thought I had time. But when I found out I didn't, I wanted to find a fragrance that I could purchase so that I can use this in replace of Exalte so I can stretch my girl out. So this is the alternative. It's they have very similar notes, but I'm still not going to call them a dupe. because Exalte is one of a kind. Now, this did come out first. This came out in 2011. But again, Exalte is Exalte. Next is a fragrance. Someone on TikTok, when I made that video and got the feathers ruffled because people had something to say. And no shade, I'm just being truthful. People had something to say when I made the video about this smell, Roses Beneath smelling like Exalte. But somebody in the comments also said that another fragrance that I didn't even think about, because I thought I hated it when I first got it, but they said it smelled like Exalte. But this is Oud by Lattafa, and I did my Lattafa video, and at first I didn't like it because it was a little medicinal, but and then I didn't smell what I thought I was smelling. But when she told me that I sprayed it, and I said, yeah, I can see that. This smells more like Roses Beneath to me than it does Exalte, because it doesn't have that lemony or the pink pepper in the opening for me. It literally just smells like roses, and it also has oud too, so it literally smells like a oudy rosy vanilla. But nonetheless, it's a pretty fragrance. So I have, whenever I don't want to use this because this is a lot, I will spray this. I just dropped the top in the trash can. All right, last one. People have also said that Gentle Fluidity Go, I told you I was going to mention it again. I have the dupe for it. Kalon smells like all of those, and I would say it's missing rose. That's all. It's missing. Is this almost gone? Because I can't see. But it's just missing the rose. I'm gonna get a headache, y'all. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. It's a beautiful vanilla. All right, moving on. All right, this last one, y'all. I'm finna ruffle the little feathers because somebody finna call me a liar, and I'm gonna say, yeah, you right. You right. Because clearly something is wrong with my nose that I think this. But this is Valentino's Donna Born Aroma. This is the fragrance that I'm going to say that it smells like don't even have the same notes. Maybe like one or two. Mind your business. But this is a beautiful jasmine vanilla fragrance. It's so pretty, so flirtatious, so girly, so feminine. Okay, put a pencil in this. It's not gonna be long. This is the last one. To me, it gives me the same vibes as another fragrance. Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper by Kayali. This right here is her big sister, like her sexy sister. Like this is Cinderella, and then this the stepsister, the mean stepsister. You know, Cinderella was slept on. And even though she was the most beautiful in the room, she was slept on, but then her stepsisters wanted to take over. That's what this is. It don't have the same notes, but when I smelled this, it gave me the same type of grown and sexy flirtatious vibes. Like the pink pepper in this. Oh, they have pink pepper. That's what they share in common. And I think that opening when I first sprayed it, I'm like, okay, this smells very similar to Valentino. Yeah, but other than that, like when it dries down, no. But in the opening, I was like, this smells like a sexier version of Donna Born Aroma. It literally does. Okay. So that was my last two. Those are not dupes, they're not alternatives, but I do think that they give me the same vibes. You can fight with me in the comments on whether or not it does, and I promise y'all are probably right. It may just be in my head that I think they smell alike. Okay, that was the video, guys. Thank you so much. This was so fun to do. If y'all want me to do a part 2, let me know, because I got plenty of because one thing about me, my nose likes what it likes. If something smells like something, I didn't do it on purpose. I was just attracted to it. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on social media, because follow me on social media. I don't know why I'm in this fighting spirit with y'all, because y'all been cutting up. Y'all, ooh, okay. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video.